Hey y'all, welcome to a new episode of the 5-Star Coach. Where you live a 5-star life if you take the advice. I am Coach D, aka Venus as a Boy, here with my 5-star tips of this week for all my 5-star ballers out there. So let's go ahead and get right into this because we ain't gotta waste no time. 5-star tip number 1, go get what you want. Literally like 10 times out of 10, when you think about something you want, a plan to get it is thought about right after that. It's just up to you to execute that. It's just up to you to take time to, where did my mind just go? Not even take time to, actually take time. Take time to develop your patient level, because a lot of times people don't go after what they want because they want to try to find a shortcut. They want to try to find the easiest road possible. But no matter what road you go down, you'll learn the lessons that you need to learn. You'll always run into what you need to run into on any path you take. It's just going to look different. However, just because you think you're going to go a shortcut doesn't mean that. It means two things, actually. It means one of two things. First thing, whatever you got through that shortcut is going to be short-lived. Or two, you think you're about to take a shortcut whole time, you're about to go through a whole lot, because one, you need to go through that, and two, you thought you was going to be able to go around something. However, what you want most likely is something that's connected to a necessity. So following through with that plan that comes when you think about what you want is the best thing to do, simply because you always get what you need on that road. No matter, like I said, no matter what road you go down, you gonna run into what you gotta run into. But I'm not just talking about negative things. I'm talking about those lessons that you needed to run into. And I never look at the lessons as like negativity, because the lessons are necessary. You need the lessons to keep growing in life and developing yourself. However, it can be both you're going to run into, bottom line. Anyway, going after that desire as soon as you think about it, and treating your desires as priorities and not just options. Oh, I wanted that, but I'm good. I want that, I'm good. And like really looking at them as priorities, you'll get exactly what you want quicker too. Because you're going to make sure every day, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. And I'm going to do it because this is a priority. You feel me? Taking your time frame out of the picture too is a good thing as well. Taking your time frame, oh, I want it by this time, I want it by this. Let me not say that, right? More so the time frame, because like having deadlines are good because it puts a certain spark under you, and energy is going to work in your favor with that. What I mean is the speed of it though. Or I want this amount by this time, or I want this by that, by this, by that, by this, by that. Especially if the time frame isn't realistic. That's the worst thing you could do to yourself. So take your preferred time out of the picture, because if something don't come in your preferred time, because you may lean into that unhealthy ego and start to think, well, it's going to happen quicker for me because I'm me, da-da-da-da-da. And then you run into blockage at the blockage at the blockage, and then that discourages you because you're overlooking the fact that every rejection is a redirection, and every lesson is fortunate no matter what situation it comes from. And 9 times out of 10, you just fall back and let it go because it's not happening by my preferred time. And I thought I was one of the ones. Whole time you are one of the ones. It just takes some scab, some little roughing up. You know, you got to go through something. You got to go through something to get something. So that's that. But like I was saying, 5-star tip number 1, go get what you want. The plan is right there in your mind. Just get up and go. Make sure your patience is there. Make sure you take away your time frame and also treat that desire as a priority. And it'll be yours. Now, 5-star tip number 2. Make life easy for yourself. Make life easy for yourself. I can piggyback off the last tip. That's making your life easy for yourself. Going to get what you want and treating it like a priority. Make life easy for you. You know you should do something, just do it. Make life easy for yourself, because it's crazy how a lot of people will pray for peace, manifest peace, but as soon as they get the peace, they look at it as boring, and then they do something to sabotage their peace, sabotage themselves, something chaotic to make things fun when the peace was what you wanted. Make your life easy for yourself. Make everything easy. Make everything easy. And honestly, everything that you are in alignment with is easy to do. It's easy. Just listen. Just listen. Make sure you're speaking what you want over your life every time you talk as well. Always catch yourself before you go down that road of downing yourself, complaining, just using all of those emotions just for a whiny fest. And making it seem as though your life is full of nothing but sorrows while simultaneously you're manifesting peace. Make your life easy. Like, you know what's best for you at all times, so just do it. That's the easiest thing to do. Like, you know what's best for you to do every time, and you should just do it. And when you get in the habit of just doing it consistently and just keep just aligning yourself with your intuition and your intellect, your wisdom, whatever is guiding you in that moment, when you just align with that consistently over time, it just becomes your norm. And now you're in a flow state and everything is just going. You're no longer in that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn mode. You're in a let's keep it moving, because all 4 of those responses, even though they're normal, that causes a bit of a freeze and like a pause in your moment, in your life. In that moment. So just just choose the flow over all of that, because fight may end up going some way that it doesn't need to go. Flight may cause you to have regret and resentment towards yourself. Freeze may have you thinking less of yourself, and a fawn is going to have you really thinking you are maybe a weak person just because you rather not have the conflict and you're uncomfortable with the conflict. Very uncomfortable, I should say, because I feel like everybody's uncomfortable with conflict. But when you're in that flow state, it won't be no discomfort, honestly, because you could just let everything out the way it needs to be let out, when it needs to be let out. Say what you need to say, feel how you need to feel, do what you need to do. Just do everything you need to do in that flow state. But start with making your life easier by just doing exactly what you know you should do. When you think about it, do it. When you think about it, do it. Of course, I'm talking about doing things that's going to better your life too. But yeah, make your life easy for yourself. And now that is the end of this week's episode of 5-Star Coach. We live a 5-star life if you take the advice. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share the content. And I'll be here next Friday as always. And I'll see y'all then.